Hello everyone, I'm Eszter Vajda and welcome to Hometown Talents and Treasures. In just a few minutes you'll hear the angelic voices of children from over 35 communities performing on the stage behind me. They range in age and abilities. Some even have autism or Down syndrome. But their passion for music and performance is amazing, and they are all part of the Treble Chorus of New England. And what's your favorite part about being in the Treble Chorus?
Just everybody loves singing, and it's something they want to do. So.
And what's your favorite type of song?
Mine would probably be the Misty Morning song, because it's like slow, but it's also fast at the same time.
Energetic.
Misty morning of a greater dawn, your day is here. Misty morning, I can hear your song. The sound is quiet, but the song is clear.
You want to be a performer?
Yes, I think so.
What's your favorite type of music?
Jazzy, kind of, yeah.
Do you get nervous before performing?
Not very often. I don't have stage fright.
Yeah, and what's your favorite type of music?
Music in a different language.
And what's your favorite part of Treble Chorus?
My favorite part is that everybody's so close, so that we all know each other. I like that we all just get to sing and have fun.
We all get to sing, and we work really hard for being on concerts.
The Treble Chorus of New England has provided me with so many amazing opportunities. When I was just 10 years old, I got the opportunity to go with them to Austria, and then 2 years later I went with them to Italy. Additionally, they've provided me with wonderful skills I need to be a musician, and it's really helped me develop as a singer, and it's built a lot of friendships as well.
What about as a person?
As a person, well, it's given me a lot of discipline, because being in a professional choir, you really have to be serious and sit up straight when you need to, sing when you need to, even if you're tired or whatever. So that's just helped me in all the other aspects of my life, because when I don't want to do homework and I'm tired, I know I have to, just because Treble Chorus has instilled that discipline in me.
Angelina, what are some of the highlights for you?
Well, definitely the Italy trip from a couple years ago. That was so amazing. We got to perform in the Vatican, which was an unbelievable experience. And I know adults who are in choirs and haven't even been able to do that. And another highlight is definitely our My Own Voice choir. They're very special to me.
The word shalom means peace, hello, and goodbye. So sing shalom.
Do you like performing on stage?
Always.
Why?
It's awesome. It's fun.
Do you want to be a singer?
Yes.
A professional singer?
Yes.
And what types of songs are your favorite?
Catholic songs. I just started because I love it. I love music. I love the beat and everything. I really love it a lot.
What's your favorite type of song?
My favorite type of song is The Whole World in His Hands.
Everything is awesome. Everything is going for the team. Everything is awesome. And living our dream.
Great job. Do you want to be a professional singer when you grow up?
I want to be a doctor.
I like to listen to Tasha.
Kesha.
Kasha. And do you like doing the Treble Chorus of New England?
Yes,
What's the best part?
that I get to see my friends.
Dad, how have you seen her change in the past few years?
Well, she loves to sing, and she really has a good time getting up there. I mean, singing's something she does at home. even when no one's around. She goes in the room by herself singing, so this is perfect for her. She loves to do this. it's given her some confidence to get up in front of people too.
It's very fulfilling, and it's great to try to bring out the best in these kids because it's what they deserve. They have a tough lot, and they're the best people around.
How do you get to the kids?
Well, as someone who grew up with ADHD pretty severely, I have an easy time relating to them on that level of just the brain being a little funky, and so it's easy to relate to them on a peer level and see them as equals, and that helps us to build rapport quickly, and generally we always just get along right off the bat.
And how have you seen some of the kids change?
Well, it's nice to see the effort come out, that because it's tough when you're constantly failing, and that anybody gets discouraged even if you fail once or twice. But with these guys, just to give them the hope that here's a chance to succeed and praise them when they do, that it's nice to see that effort come out more and more.
You're in college now. Tell me about some of the highlights for you.
Well, Treble Chorus had a huge impact on my life because I'm still singing all the time. Treble Chorus, I just set a foundation musically, and I mean, some of my closest friends I made in the organization. The opera that I did with Treble Chorus ended up being something that made me stand out on my resume when I was applying to colleges, and yeah, it's just an awesome experience for me overall. I was in the organization for 11 years.
How did you change as a person going through something like this?
I guess I just kind of came out of my shell. The Treble Chorus community is unique in that you can, I don't know, there's something about it that everyone is kind of who they are, like wacky. We let out all of our energy, we have a great time, we learn our music, but I don't know, we embrace what makes us individual and unique. Being part of Treble Chorus helped me to embrace what makes me different rather than shying away from it, and that's stuck with me kind of as I traveled to college.
I had 3 children who were involved in the organization. They got involved because I came from a background of music, of classical music, and I wanted all 3 kids to be exposed. And what I found was really unique and awesome was that the love of music, this type of music in this organization, was the common denominator for many children from 40 different communities across the Merrimack, 495, the Merrimack and beyond. And so the kids would come together and they would learn great music, and they would love music, and they would go on to have a lifelong love of music because the common denominator was good music and camaraderie, and that was the reason they came together. So they would come together from a lot of different communities without any preconceived cliques, sports or any kind of club they were in. And I've seen Morgan grow really phenomenally since she's graduated from high school, because she didn't choose to go on to music, but she's sought out all the music venues since she's been in college.
Mike, why is it so important to get kids engaged in the arts?
Well, the arts is just one more vehicle where kids can feel part of something, and especially if they enjoy singing or dancing or performing, and they can take those talents and skills and gifts that they have, partner with organizations like this, become part of something bigger than themselves. Then they get to perform at concerts and in front of audiences, and not only build their skills and their experience, but this is how they learn the fundamentals of performance. And then as they grow forward in their elements, they're the ones who become more prominent in high school and in college, and perhaps may follow it as a career.
Music is our only cheer, fill both soul and ravish ear. Sacred night, teach us the more, sweetest notes to be explored. Softly swell the trembling.
What kind of life skills, what kind of personal skills did you gain when on stage?
Well, the first thing I think that being a performer helps you do is build your self-esteem and your confidence. But more than that, it becomes really important to learn how to communicate clearly so that your projection, your delivery, your expression, your diction becomes part of a very important part of who you are, not just when you're performing, but it carries over into everyday life. And as you grow older and get into jobs and in careers, you have to do a lot of selling of yourself, and those are some of the skills you can fall back on.
Why was this group founded?
The Treble Chorus of New England was founded 39 years ago because there was a lack of choral music training for young children and young adults in the Merrimack Valley.
And tell me about some of the programs you have.
We currently have 5 programs within the Treble Chorus of New England. We have a training choir for young children, ages approximately 6 to 8. We have a concert choir for roughly middle school children, and then we have a high school choir called our Schola Choir. We also have a brand new choir that's about 18 months old called My Own Voice, which was a choir that was started for children and young adults with disabilities and needs. We have children with autism, children with Down syndrome, children with any disability that may arise. And then we have an opera program that we also have. So we have 5 full programs within the organization.
And you've traveled around New England, around the country, around the world, performing for all types of people. What are some of the highlights?
Well, 2 years ago we went to Italy. We sang at St. Peter's in Rome and at St. Mark's in Venice. 2 years prior to that, we went to Austria, and we sang in Vienna and in Salzburg, where The Sound of Music was filmed. We do gigs out at events. We've sung at weddings, we've sung at anniversary parties. We just brought our opera program to an assisted living home in Danvers, Massachusetts. And people want us, we'll come.
You have 3 children, and one of them has autism. I'm sure you get a lot out of this for your children, but for you personally, what do you get out of it?
For me personally, I get a tremendous amount of satisfaction giving back, not only to the community, but to the performers. These kids all have a passion for classical music. This is one of the few places that children can learn real classical choral music, and it's very satisfactory to me as a person.
I hope you enjoyed this segment of Hometown Talents and Treasures, and if there's someone or an organization you'd like to see featured on Hometown Talents and Treasures, email me at estherandvajda@gmail.com. Remember, it can be anyone. The important thing is that they selflessly donate their talent and time to help others. See you next time.